Okay guys, welcome back, I guess, to another video. I'm doing this one actually outside because I usually do it in my mom's car in case people drive by, but yeah, I'm doing this outside. I still need to make a video on, to talk about kind of what's going on here, what the plan is. Yeah. But if you guys haven't already, please hit the like button, subscribe to my channel. I am trying to get to 1K subs. If we can do that, I'll give you guys a super reward video. Also, make sure you guys are still subscribed, because I've heard people have been having problems where they've been unsubscribed by accident. Also, you guys can follow me on Instagram, /threads, because I have to have both. At least for myself. I don't know about other people, but for myself, in case, well, that way I can see people's, replies and stuff. I don't know if it's like that with other people too, because I think it's like that with Facebook, and Facebook owns, freaking Instagram and all that. It's kind of a mess. Also, you guys can also follow me on X, and I think that's pretty much all I have to say. So we're going to go ahead and jump right into this. So you guys may be thinking, like, what am I looking at here? Well, you guys see there's a McDonald's up here. I've actually been meaning to do this one for a little bit now. This one actually closed a long time ago. This one closed back in the 90s. And very rarely, I think it's still standing. I think we'll check. I think it's still standing. I believe. If it can actually load. I don't know, I think the internet's kind of screwed up right now. That's the thing, I'm in freaking town, and somehow the freaking internet ain't working right. Like, I don't understand that crap at all. Oh yeah, there's the McDonald's. It was right behind me. Yeah, I was gonna say, the internet, though, really sucks. Like, I don't like that it does that. Yeah, see, it's like freaking messing up. And I'm like, I swear, like, again, I'm like, in town, I'm like, so why I kind of rather just live in the country, but again, with my problems with my dad, I can't do that. You can see, though, it's all boarded up. So they have everything boarded up in there. Even the windows. I was looking, apparently when I pulled this up, apparently it said it was something about a ghost town. I really didn't read a lot of it, I just saw that. So I don't think a ghost town, though, necessarily means it's like dead, but it's pretty much dead. It's like what is that up there? It says Caleb R. What is that? Is that like a camera up there or something? I don't even know. Now, people have videoed this location, but like I said, it's dead, though. But this is a very rare occasion where there's actually a McDonald's abandoned, and it still has the red roof, and apparently it has those fry things at the top too, which is really crazy. I don't know. I don't know. It looks like there's some stuff there. I don't know. So I don't know if it's still there or not, but this says 2023, so I don't know. I don't know if the building's still there or not. But I can't really, I can't do much, because again, it won't let me go any further back. That's the image right there. That's a better view of it. Let's see that. It actually has like the same outline as the other ones, which is interesting. That's the only photo there is of it. Well, what I can gather, though, is this location was abandoned, you know, when they, well, it got abandoned when they, you know, when they tore down the, when I tore down, I think it was on a military base or something, and they, like, abandoned it. They were forced to abandon this location, because it wasn't actually part of the property. That's why I think it was able to stay, but nothing took over it. And I can't really do much of anything else. God, I hate that. Again, that's my problem with freaking Google Maps. Like, I hate that. Maybe I can, I have an idea. Let's see, can I actually, we'll do that. There we go. That'll be better, so you can see it better, I guess. But that's pretty much, it just forces me to go right for the drive-thru, but the fact that it looks like it's been abandoned for a long time and yet looks pretty nice is kind of crazy, though. But I don't know if I can go back any further or not. I don't know if it will let me go, or like even forward in time, I don't know, to 2025. I don't know, there's like some cars here, though, so I don't know. I'm not sure why it'd be abandoned, though. Kind of weird. But yeah, like I said, though, this location, though, is basically, that's basically what it looks like. But you can see most of the stuff has gone on top of it. There's a couple remaining stuff. You can barely tell it's a McDonald's anymore. It kind of just looks like some of the other buildings here, the roofs. But it definitely looks like a military base, though. But it was abandoned like decades ago. It got abandoned. But if people have done some videos of it, I just don't know if they got inside of it or not. I don't know, like, who would be allowed where, though, because if it's you know, government property, I don't know. I'd have to watch the video again. Got those sunroofs, though. It's like a play area there. I don't know. Is that a Pizza Hut over there? Oh my god, it looks like a Pizza Hut. Is that a Pizza Hut? I don't know, it might be a Pizza Hut. I'll have to check. It looks like a Pizza Hut. I forgot, though, I can't really, like, look in the past, though. Well, I mean, I know I couldn't, like, I forgot about the close-up part, that it just forces me through the drive-thru there, but I figured let me go out on the road, but no, I guess it does not do that. And even going out here, it's like, it really doesn't have a lot of updates. But you can see there's vehicles here, though, and there's somebody who drove in there, so I don't know. I don't know what that's all about. I got Google Earth, so I could probably go on Google Earth and see when this location actually, you know, when it actually, you know, opened. I don't know, that's not a Pizza Hut, that's just a tent, never mind. I thought it was a pizza, or maybe it is, could be grass. I don't know. Oh, it looks like it's underground, though. So I don't know what this is all about. I think a lot of these cars could be just leftovers too, but I don't know. Like, I don't know much about the city itself, because I saw a video a while back, but I haven't really watched it since, so I don't actually know, you know, all about this, but it looks like a Pizza Hut, though, that's the thing, but that building's all boarded up, though, so there ain't no way somebody's gonna be able to get inside it without breaking the boards off. But yeah, McDonald's though, I mean, the fact that that one was abandoned in probably the early 90s, that's kind of crazy though. But yeah, I don't see any way to get in there. I guess we'll go ahead and look on Google Maps. Hang on. Alright, here we go. We'll see if this works or not. There's the location there. It sucks I can't just go on freaking maps and look at it, but I don't know. Let's see what we got though. We got this, so I can go ahead and do this again. Historical imagery. Let's see when this one maybe would have closed. I don't know. It only goes all the way to 2013 or 2023. Interesting. So even on maps, it doesn't go very far. Ooh, and look at that. Look at that. It looks kind of dead even here, though. So weird. It looks dead even here. I wish I could actually just go and drive up there, but I don't have a driver's license. I can't really drive because of that. Well, I guess I'd have to fly like in a plane, but I'd have to have money to fly in a plane and all that anyway. You know, it really just kind of sucks I don't have any friends, because I'd like to take some friends out and do this stuff. That'd be so cool. See, it just doesn't look very good though, is he? It doesn't load very well. So I wish I could just go on Google Maps and or Google Earth here and click on it, it wouldn't automatically take me back to the older year. I don't know why it does that. But yeah, I don't know. Kind of weird stuff there, but there are some cars that are over here though, so people must live here. But yeah, it doesn't look like a ton of people live in this town. I have heard though that Alaska is very expensive, so you know, I don't know. We can see there's some cars and some parking lots, but looks like we got some freaking Dr. Seuss crap here though. I mean, look at all these houses. They all kind of look identical. But yeah, most of the town is dead though. I mean, but the fact there's people there, I figured they would try to revive the building or something. But to be fair though, I don't know, at this point, I think it'd be better just to keep the building there. But the fact that it looks nice and it's been abandoned for a long time is really impressive. But I'm not really sure what went on, because I don't know, well, I think maybe it was a military operation. I think maybe they did buy out maybe they might have bought out the land. I'm not sure. I don't know the exact story of why they closed the location down, but it is kind of weird though to just see all that. You can see the water's there too. You got some islands there, but some of that's the edge of the ocean right there. But yeah, you'd have to go on a plane though. There ain't no way you could probably take a boat out there, but you'd be better off just, you know, not worrying about going on land. But see, you even got Alaska there. Some people say though you can actually walk on there when it's freezing out, but I don't know. But that'd be a long walk too. You'd be better off just, I said, flying a plane or something. I just don't like flying in planes either, because I've heard some horror stories that people have actually disappeared on planes. Planes have crashed. And then, you know, that whole Bermuda Triangle thing, you know, there's been some weird crap there. 9/11, you know. I mean, to be fair, though, they do have security that can check your bags to make sure you don't have guns and all that, but still, I mean, people can sneak out or crap on the planes, you know. It's just scary stuff, you know. I guess if you were like, I don't know, if you were to want to do that, yeah, you'd probably have to go over there. But that is crazy, though. Yeah, I'm sorry you didn't get to show off more of the location, but that's because it's been abandoned for so long and all. Maybe I can go on. Let me go back to Google here and see if I can find some images real quick. Hang on. I don't know. Here's what it looks like inside of here. So I guess you can see some images inside of the location. It doesn't look like too fancy. It does have colors and stuff to it, but like some of these locations have had some really interesting looks to them. But I guess this location does have the paper on there, though. There's some paper. Oh, there's one in New Jersey, it looks like, there that's been abandoned. Apparently Missouri has an abandoned McDonald's too. I didn't know about that. I saw on YouTube post something about that. There's actually an abandoned one. It's more, I think it's towards Springfield, I believe. I'm not sure, but it's abandoned. But I was like, I didn't know that because, like I said, abandoned McDonald's are so rare. Like, it's so rare you'll find an abandoned McDonald's because usually they tear them down. Which I'm just like, at this point, I mean, especially if you're not gonna have any in the area, I feel like instead of just tearing them, I mean, just leaving tearing them down, just let somebody else rent it out, just sell it. I feel like you can make money that way, I guess to be fair, it might be more easier just to tear the buildings down, but I'm like, I don't know. I feel like, some of these buildings can get saved and all that, I mean, some of them just sit abandoned like this, but a lot of times you can save, these buildings. And other people can use them, Yeah, check that out. Yeah, this one's in Alaska, though, but like I said, it's very abandoned, but you can check these old price tags, but yeah, it says Ghost Town reveals. Look at that. Some toys there, too, some Happy Meal toys. Yes, can kind of give it away of when this was abandoned, because they were advertising toys, so I can kind of help give it away a little bit. But it's like all faded and stuff. Now these were definitely real. This is definitely real stuff here. Some of these are just used by AI to troll people, which I hate. But most of these are that's just how they look. There's a Ronald McDonald clown, or what even is that? That clown does look creepy. It's coming from somebody who isn't really scared of clowns much. They kept these designs they kept this design for like a decade, so it's crazy, and then they by the 2000s they started remodeling. Well, they started building new locations, but they remodeled some of them. It wasn't until the 2010s when they really were going at it, and then by the end of the 2010s to the 2020s they remodeled almost all the locations. I'm hoping that these ones don't stay, because these new locations suck. They look boring as hell now. They may not stay. Because they are losing business. I've been driving by, or riding, because I don't drive, but I ride in the car, and all. I have to go somewhere, and I see all these abandoned locations, and notice that, yeah, they're pretty much... They pretty much are dead, there's not really much to them anymore. A lot of people are not eating at these locations anymore. But An abandoned McDonald's store. Is that like a ghost thing or something? I don't think that's a real image, though. That's definitely not real there. What even is that? That one's got like some leaves on it. It's like something from like freaking like I don't know, like, isn't there a game called The Last of Us or something? I don't know. I don't know. It looks like an apocalypse looking sign there. It's kind of weird. This one's just weird. It's definitely freaking AI and all that. What the hell are those? Like zombies or something? Crown? I don't know. But yeah, that's pretty much all of it. And there's that freaking fake one that I thought was maybe real here, because they were making different unique ones back then, but now that's a fake one. And I see it up there. It's weak, and that's a fake one. But again, they try to make it look real. And the way the imagery looks, it looks like this is actually real, but it's not real. It's fake. It says TikTok. It says what could go wrong. I don't know, TikTok, they're not gonna find probably a ton of content. I mean, they do go up to 10 minutes now, but TikTok is, a lot of the content is very, like, well, it's gonna be shorter videos because it's meant to be short. So that's why I don't like TikTok. And they started advertising more videos. I thought about maybe putting some of my content on there too, but it takes up too much of your space on your phone. Like, it takes up almost 2 gigabytes of space, which may not seem like a lot, but when you make YouTube videos like I do, oh, it's a lot. It's a freaking ton. And not only you got that, but you got that, but you got other stuff going on too. Like I said, it's just kind of ridiculous, but like I said, I don't really want to put it on there, but it's nice to have your stuff backed up somewhere in case something happens, but yeah, I don't know. That's pretty much all there is to it. I can't really, this is the best I'll probably get with the photos, though, because it's taken off of a phone, Well, actually, this looks better. An orange Dr. Pepper. Orange Dr. Pepper. I never heard of that. We can see kind of what it looks like, though. But yeah, most of the time, though, the menu screens are gone too. But occasionally they will keep them. Even when something closes. Especially if a building, like this closes, unexpectedly. Because they actually did that with Steak and Shake and Jeff. They closed down the location. Actually, no, I think the menu's actually gone now I think about it. But the signage and stuff's up. I think is what it was. I have to look back at my video on that, which is on my other SD card because I had to switch. But yeah, I don't know. Yeah, there's the ladder there too. Got the ladder. It's like, what do you do? Like, pull the ladder down? I don't know how that would work. It'd be actually kind of interesting to see how these buildings were built, during destruction. Because, especially with today's world, because now you got, now the buildings, all look like cubes or squares from, like, freaking Minecraft or something, Back then they looked more unique and all that. It would be curious to how exactly they built it, seeing the process done, But of course, now that especially these buildings here are not built like that anymore, you can't really tell what the McDonald's would have looked like. But it would have been kind of cool back in the day to see kind of what it would look like. I'm sure there's probably some images somewhere, but I guess I can check for you guys real quick and then let things go from here. Because I'm probably going to wrap the video up, but I wanted to kind of share all that. But hang on a second. Let's see if I can find that real quick. I couldn't find any of that. I was trying to look. I did find this, though, which I forgot about. It says list of old school McDonald's. Now, that'll be for a future video, because actually there are some that are still around. And I think they actually update them every so often. Yeah, because I was trying to see if I could find some of the locations in Missouri, but could not find any on that, because I don't have any pictures of the ones in the inside. Especially, I like to be able to find the one in, Route 66, and, not just Route 66, because that's a themed McDonald's, but also, the one in Columbia. There's one in Columbia that, has, like, grassy looking, tables and all that. That would have been kind of cool to see in the, what it looked like before they remodeled it, but I didn't find anything on that, so yeah, it kind of sucks, but I guess for right now, though, I'll probably go ahead and, like I said, let things go from here. But I will see you guys all later. Even though I didn't get to show off a bunch of the McDonald's, I got to show it off a little bit for you guys, but it's not letting me go back in time and show it off. But honestly, with that being a dead town, I don't think a lot would have changed. But it is interesting seeing it all boarded up. But yet people have gotten inside of it. It looks like I saw some videos on there. But some of them, again, can be fake. But like I said, it's kind of crazy. But I don't think I'm going to get up there anytime soon, and I don't know if I'd be able to record it even if I go up there, because again, if it's being boarded up for the most part, then I definitely can't record it, and I definitely can't, I won't be able to record it if it's part of property of the government or military, because they don't want you trespassing in there. But, I will see you guys later. Anywho, bye-bye.